Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sideline. So the New York starting five. Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the one. For the Celtics, the small and power forward, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the five down low. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward. Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Johns, we thank you for the report. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. See if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And White with the stuff.
Well, I like how White has upgraded his ball handling over the years. A big part of his growth.
Hart kicks to Brunson. Back to Hart. On the wing, Anunoby. Misses the three. The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Brown, and the layup's good off the glass.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
From deep, Brunson. Here's Towns, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Brunson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Now here is Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Holiday saw the opening and took full advantage.
Brunson finds Hart. New York moving it around. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Celtics leading by 4. Brown the pass to Tatum. Over Hart. Tatum no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. Oh, nice job protecting the rim, turning an easy bucket into a miss.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Anunoby. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Brown. From deep. Boston again missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Brunson, left side. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brunson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Knicks. Brown wide open, 85. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. Oh, we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Celtics second. Number 5, the Knicks.
I mean, these clubs are almost a mirror image of one another in that regard. You look at the rebounding numbers, really impressive just how physically dominant they both are in the paint.
He takes it in, and it's good for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Dadier. To the wing right side. Payne's shot is good.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pritchard passes to Horford. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one, good.
He's just so productive. And Horford's teammates know they can rely on him because he always makes the high IQ play. And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And last season, he was a 70% free throw shooter, something I'm sure he would like to improve.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Here's McBride, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
17 ball.
The first one called.
Miles McBride, 2 shots.
And McBride drops them both. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. To the middle. Here's Horford. And finished off by Horford.
Horford really looking like an ageless wonder throwing it down.
From the arc. Dadier shot is off. With 1 on the clock, that shot is off. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Tatum in the front court, alongside Horford. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shot. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin? It sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time. It's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. And New York making a change here. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. Mikal Bridges checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Payne can't hit. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Tatum. A 3 from Tatum.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
And Hart has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Austin's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So Hauser misses. For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Payne finds Bridges. Shoots. And the Knicks miss again. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Tatum looking around. Oh, Tatum finds a way. Here we are, Greg, in game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Pritchard, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Celtics lead by 1. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Fifth best, Jalen Brunson.
Looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Now, here's Tucker. And that one's good. Shamet's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Holiday. And Dadier pulls it down. The Knicks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 to 10. Tucker can't get it to go. Boston trailing. Over in the corner, Porzingis. The train. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
The shot's good from Brunson.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Got that one up quick. Anunoby's got 6.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Pass to Holiday. Shoots over Anunoby. Holiday with another miss.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Now here is Holiday. He has 7. And it's Brown missing. The Knicks with the lead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tucker. No good from outside. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Out to Porzingis. Takes a 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
Hey there, everybody.
I really like how he's playing so far, Shaq. I mean, he's being selective in his approach. Kind of the opposite of you, big fella.
Taking a peek now. And that is our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And New York, looking at who they got. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jalen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And Holiday kicks to Brown. Back to Holiday. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Anunoby. No good with the triple.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Hart. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
The kick out to Holiday. Beyond the arc. Trains the 3-pointer. Holiday's got 10 points in the game.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for space.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Celtics second.
Well, last season, what stood out about this team was their 3-point shooting. They shot a very high percentage from distance.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. They are stacked, DA, for sure. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Well, we're seeing this more and more out of Brown. The ability to take over for an extended period of time.
On offense, here on the Celtics. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Over in the corner, White. And it's off from 3-point range. Knicks trail by 4. This one for 3. A nice shot by Gautier.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Back to Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
The 3 drills the 3-pointer. Haynes got 6.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Brown finds Tatum. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
Trains it from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, Holiday will make you pay from deep. The defense has to chase him off that line.
And it's Brunson missing. Celtics leading by 4. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Great ball.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. So for the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Achua. Miles McBride comes in for Bridges, and it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. And Hart has it in the corner. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And it's Wright missing.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Here's Pritchard. A three-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 10. Anunoby outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Anunoby's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but with need just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th quarter. It's the... And now we take a listen. Tom Thibodeau.
Make sure we're talking on defense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Oh, Brunson, good from range.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
And the basket by Hauser.
The assist totals haven't just continued to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Brunson.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in hurt.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Boston.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Boston leading by 7. Launches it. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's the 3-point bomb. Kolek has got himself going with the triple, his 1st basket of the game. Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Takes a shot at the elbow. Yep, right through the net.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pulls it up. Kolek grabs the miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. It can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Pritchard, defended by McBride. And he gets it to go.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Olds. David.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security. Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Hey, guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
Count it. 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
A 3 from Tatum. Payne grabs the board. Knicks trail by 11. And Towns gets it to go.
Yeah, and at 7 feet tall, Towns is a major threat inside. The defense has to guard him better than that.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Payne. And it's White missing. The Knicks are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Hanobi. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. Got one more, though. Jalen Brunson is checked in for New York. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Tatum passes to White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
You will credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Jason Tatum.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Anunoby against Brown. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to... And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing. All right, David, thanks so much.
The Knicks, ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York welcome sports fans. Thank you for joining. And the highlight of this game could be the matchup at the 5-spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Hart from long range. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Shot's good by Matherin.
Yeah, Matherin wanted this bad. He wants to one-up them at the arc.
Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pass to Turner. Fires the three. Hart pulls it in. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Bridges, right side. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. For three, Matherin. The offensive rebound. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase the championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
Using focus and balance to convert jumpers, wow. Siakam has really improved his shooting.
Indiana's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. The shot's good. Matherin's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Towns. Indiana with a rebound. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And it's Matherin missing. New York trailing. Goes up on the wing, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
Indiana on offense. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. The three. And Indiana misses again.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Hart. Second chance effort. And the play by Towns inside.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
A minute 53 left now in the first quarter. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup. For his players. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Last go around, they lost the regular season series to this team, but beat them in the playoffs.
I think this can go either way. I mean, they've had the upper hand most recently, but you play the game because you don't know how it's going to play out.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. The Pacers also with a sub. McConnell, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Matherin. He takes it in, and he goes in for the dunk.
And putting his athletic ability to work. I mean, Matherin comes in hot on the drive and lifts off for the slam.
Dadier shot is off. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Matherin's got 9.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Pass to Robinson. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Matherin from downtown, and count it. Now 5 for 7.
Did not take him long to get into the flow of this game, knocking down 5 of his first 7 shots.
Looking to end the run. Knocks down the triple.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And a strong finish with two hands.
And right now, Matherin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
Indiana leading by 4. Siakam finds Matherin. Oh, Robinson with a block. Left side McBride. This one for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. The Pacers have gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Matherin, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, this is how impactful Matherin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Connects from downtown. Indiana has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first.
Pacers lead.
Siakam for 3.
18.
It's rebounded by McBride. Here's Davier. The layup misses.
Yeah, you know what, guys? He's not very effective from that spot. He's got to put some work in there.
Benedict Matherin has been leading the charge for Indiana. He was dominant this quarter. There's good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got campaign. Precious Achua is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Halliburton.
23.
Halliburton goes up top to throw it down.
High energy throw down that time by Halliburton, not wasting any time or motion.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They pressed all the right buttons.
3-pointer Bridges. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. They've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's McBride. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pacers leading by 6. Here's McConnell. That one off the back iron and out. New York has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here's Bridges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Aaron Nesmith picks one up.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Halliburton nails the 3.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And it's Indiana scoring again.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Pacers leading by 10. Halliburton for 3. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
And Anunoby for 3. Drills it from deep. And Anunoby's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
New York has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. And the basket by Bridges.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got a crowd and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Down low. And then Turner with the dunk.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Some changes for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin, and Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Neesmith. Knicks trail by 9, and Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt. If you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. Number 1, the Pacers.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. It seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Shamet. And the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And the shot goes down. And it's an 11-point Indiana lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's Brunson missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Halliburton's got an open look. The rebound by Shamet.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam. It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor.
Here's Halliburton. They grab their own miss. Here's Shamet. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've been aggressive in... transition and find themselves in front. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
And now, not a bad... Thanks, as always.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the floor for Indiana, Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Mathurin near the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the one.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, it might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Big-time scorers like Mathurin. I mean, they answer you back.
Yes, sir! Brunson for three.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustments.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom. Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And that one's good. Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Indiana leading by 13. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Good on the bucket.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
To the paint to win the run. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 now. On the wing, Nembhard. There's the triple. The rebound by Bridges. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. The ball's knocked loose. Indiana's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. The crossover, Halliburton. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Bridges on the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Halliburton, no good. Knicks trail by 13. Here's Anunoby. Lays it up and banks it in. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
There's Neesmith with the 3. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And here's Payne outside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Neesmith. They get it again. And the basket by Siakam. He has 6.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Inside. Nembhard outside. Pass to Neesmith. Now here's Siakam. Fires the 3. Here's Turner. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot. McBride with it. Lets it go from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Fires the 3. Oh, the revenge triple from Halliburton.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
For 3. McBride can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 13. To the inside. Achua with it. Siakam covering. All by himself. Achua gets the bucket. Achua's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
He buries it from 3.
The versatility of Halliburton, that's what you love about him. He can score it, he can pass it, and he makes very good decisions.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Wright comes in for Payne. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Nembhard. Back to McConnell. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Outside Robinson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. Getting it done from range. He's hit 6 triples so far. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When you're running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Miles McBride. Achua is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Kolek in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Kolek. Goes back up. Achua can't hit. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had. They've done a nice job doing that.
New York making a switch here. Haynes checks in.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Shot on the wing. And it's Achua. That time on the assist by Payne. Payne's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Pacers lead 71-60.
Halliburton looking over the floor. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Wow. What can you say?
Anunoby for 3. Buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Jackson. Now Halliburton from outside the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Achua's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McBride. The rebound by Nesmith. Nesmith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Driving to the basket. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Halliburton books the corner 3.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team, and tonight he's embraced being the scorer.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Achua. Bridges comes in for McBride, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Matherin's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Pass to Brunson. Launches a 3. Goes back up. Towns. The rebound by Turner. Indiana leading by 14. On the wing, Nembhard. Siakam, pass to Halliburton. And here's Turner from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Brunson. Boy, it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
Pacers lead.
And here are the Pacers now. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Siakam. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Anunoby for 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. 3:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Turner, no good. Knicks trail by 11. Pass to Bochet. Jacks up with 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Nembhard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul. No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, VA. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 13-point game. The Pacers again can't hit.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Pacers.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And a solid start to the season series for them. They'll meet 3 times, and from the look of this first game, it looks like a very favorable matchup for them against the Knicks.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Tyrese Halliburton.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Here's Siakam, and Siakam with the slam.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Nembhard. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort.
These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And now
And Shams, New York really putting something together around Jalen Brunson.
Knicks fans have a lot of reason for optimism. It'll be interesting to me, though, to see if this team can get further and further in the Eastern Conference to a conference finals, maybe to an NBA finals, and winning a championship. How can they continue to surround Jalen Brunson with superstar talent? That will be interesting to monitor in New York.
Absolutely. That front office will really be looked at as they try to build the pieces around this terrific young player.
Now they have stability, they have assets, they have players that they can trade that are wanted around the league. So this New York team, they finally have direction, they finally have hope, they finally have a chance to win in the East.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the 3.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Hunter, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The 3, Bridges. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull on the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title, you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B. Teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards in Washington. And stolen by Hunter. Fast break, here they come. Stolen by Brunson. Mitchell against Hart. And here's Brunson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got 5 minutes. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league. We haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk. Correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league. The league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Second, the Knicks.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Allen finds Strus. The rebound by McBride.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A nice shot by Gautier. And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also a part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Well, wide open shot from Strus. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Payne. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Now, here's Garland. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Good on the three-point shot.
He's coming to work, ready to ball, hitting 3 of his first 4 shots. Okay.
Puts up a 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
McBride finds Payne. Shoots the 3. McBride's shot is off. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Here's McBride. Misses the wing chair.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for Cleveland. And it was... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
They've got Achua, Miles McBride out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Robinson in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think 3 of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. For the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Miles McBride. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. If you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Here's Jerome. After Mikal Bridges buckets, and DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Mitchell, he's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Sam Merrill. Mobley wide open and good as it just snugs right down through the net. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a role that players just play, and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys in the fight.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
One look at Evan Mobley, and you can see he is built for this position. The height, the length, he's got all the physical gifts that a power forward could ask for.
Mitchell wide open. Off target from outside.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
A nice shot by Gautier.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that.
For 3, Mitchell. Marquette is his 5th miss in 7 shots.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And that's almost automatic anytime he gets lost in that position.
37-31. Pass to Jerome. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Out to Brunson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've held a 12-point lead early. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Mobley misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that one.
A basket counts, and one will go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Cavaliers.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Fires for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Knicks trail by 14. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hunter. From past the arc. And the last second attempt is not going for him. And so it's Cleveland with a 14-point lead as we... bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by DeAndre Hunter.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in the 3 slot.
They're just so strong for deep. Bridges is great behind the arc.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Can't get it to fall. Knicks trail by 13. And an OB in the corner. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Knicks.
And the distribution there showing a lot of 3-point attempts. And not that it's a bad thing, but we'll see if they can continue at this rate.
Bridges shot good. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smack in the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Mitchell on the money from 12 feet away. 12 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Here's Hunter, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And New York making a change here. Here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. Brunson barreling in. Achua at 3 off the mark. Cleveland leading by 14. Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Nadier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A floater, stolen by Mitchell. Here we go, all along. And it's Hunter with the jam.
High IQ by Mitchell, gets his hands on the ball and sends it right up the court.
Pass to Brunson. They need this. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Garland, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get. These good looks.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Cavaliers making a switch here. Strus is checked in.
Substitution.
In this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Number 5, the Knicks.
Last year, they had a very physical aspect of the game down. They were a very tough team to keep off the boards.
Took him no time at all on that one. Hart's got 5 men.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Outside Garland. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And it's Hart penetrating. Banked in off the glass. He's got 7.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 9 assists now tonight. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Mitchell kicks to Mobley. And he banks in the layup.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Here's McBride, and nothing is falling for him right now. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
That bucket in no time at all. Hart's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Mobley misses. For New York, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. That one goes in.
They're not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense again like they did in that first half.
For 3, Mitchell. The shot, no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavalier. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Achua is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Kolek in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. McBride's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 21. Back to Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late. It's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
And New York making a change here. Payne's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You got to at least show a little heart out here.
Cavaliers lead 77-50.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Great open look there.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the 3-point answer.
Here's Anunoby, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
We'll come at us, and we'll come right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
McBride's shot is off.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And that one is good from Jerome.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
An open look for Strus. He trains the quick shot.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. He's taking the mid-range. It's a winning shot.
Anunoby hands it from downtown. Anunoby's got 11 points here in just the second inning.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Driving the lane, and that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got 8 points here in this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Towns with the defensive effort. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And the all-around game of Towns, he can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Off target at the rim. Here's Anunoby. Here's Towns. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Pass to Garland. And here's Struce. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Garland with the bucket.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Darius Garland.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby. See it zone from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Achua. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist for Bridges.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage of that pass.
92-70.
Pass to Tyson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, but when you go home feeling good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Back to Garland. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And great. Tonight, folks, for our broadcast, Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. And as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Darius Garland.
And that's going to end this live stream. The live stream broadcast for shorts. Don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media. Give me Ryan 587 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you. Peace. Oh, I don't know what's going on.